Pantoufleee! Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new in-shop video, and as you may or may not know, the T95E6 is available in the shop for approximately 45 euros if you buy it from Steam, and it's let's say it's 37 euros if you buy it from the Amazon App Store. So, what do you need to know about this tank? There are a couple of things I want to talk about concerning this tank, and before going for the pros and cons, I just want to highlight one thing: the huge cupola. I don't know why Wargaming decided to leave the cupola on the tank. Maybe without it, it would be overpowered, I don't know, but I don't think so, because I saw a lot of people being able to penetrate my turret without shooting at the huge cupola and being able to penetrate. But yeah, the main problem I have with this cupola is the fact that the T125 doesn't have one, and that's because they removed it. The M48 Pathan is supposed to have one, but Wargaming decided not to put it on. So why the hell does this thing has a huge cupola? I mean, it's unfair. Comparing to the T125, it's unfair because basically if you take a T125, it's gonna be a better tank than this one. So of course, you already know my opinion on the tank. I don't think the tank is worth it, even if it's quite a good tank in my opinion, but very situational. So, concerning the pros and the cons, the first thing I want to highlight is the mobility, which is great on this tank. The mobility, also the gun, the aiming time is great. The reload time is a bit... yeah, it's a bit longer than the one you have on the T125, for example, but 8.5 seconds for 400 alpha damage is quite enough to be able to deal with any kind of tanks. And basically, even if the tank is marked as a heavy one, I truly think that you have to play it as a medium tank. I know that on this game I didn't do that at all because I don't have the mobility to take the hill before any other tanks, and I didn't want it to get flanked by the TDs, so I decided to go in the town. But yeah, honestly, this is all about the mobility and the gun on this one, and of course when I say the gun I'm talking about the aiming time, which is great, the accuracy, but also the gun depression, which will allow you to do great in certain placements. So, concerning the pros, we are done, but now the cons. And one major cons for me is the armor. Because of the huge cupola, first on the turret, but also because I thought maybe, hey, the upper part of the tank seems quite angled, so basically I think you are able to bounce things with it, but no, you can't. Especially when you're face hug, you can't do shit, everybody's gonna penetrate you. And yeah, the turret, the problem is that the turret is too square on the sides, which means every time you're gonna turn it a bit every time you're gonna turn it a little, you're gonna get penetrated by tanks. So yeah, really be careful when you're moving your turret. Always put the tank straight in front of your opponent if you want them to miss your huge cupola, and if you don't want them to have your turret cheeks. So, therefore, now we can talk a bit about the replay. As you can see, I tried to take a position allowing me to both hide my lower part of the tank, so the hull, but also my huge cupola. And it worked perfectly fine, even if I missed a couple of heat shells on the mouse there. But yeah, it works pretty fine because we are actually at 4.2k damage. Now we only have 2 tanks remaining in our team, and I decided to circle because I know that if I went through the town, I would have been grunted by the TDs, which would probably just fuck me up. So I decided to go back and tell my team, hey, you know what guys, you're gonna wait, I'm gonna spot for you, and you are gonna get damaged this way. So, I went behind, I'm spotted. I don't really know how I've been spotted here, but anyway, I thought, hey, maybe the grill is here. It's even sure that the grid is here, but exactly where, I don't know yet. Here, I tried to get the Foch, I can't, so I go for the grill 15. As you can see, he shot my turret, but not the cupola, he missed it. Because if he aimed for the cupola, it would have been an overmatch, 100% sure. And I know the tank had been buffed, especially on the cupola, so I don't even imagine how the tank was before, but I really think this is a huge weak spot. It's too big. Let's face it, it's too big. And now I really wanted to go on the Foch, but hey, he decided to turn on me, and I don't understand why. Because he had the 704, which was a one-shot. He just had to deal with the 704 before going and chase me. But no, he decided to go on me, and I'm really frustrated. As you can see in the chat, I'm telling to the Fush, why the fuck would you do that? I mean, you only have to deal with the 704. And no, he decided to turn on me, which means the 704 took all the damage from this. And I was really pissed at this moment, to be fair. Because as you can see, my damage is quite low, 4.8k for an ace tanker, because I didn't manage to get the Fush. But yeah, concerning the tank, I don't have much more to say. I don't think the tank is worth it. Maybe let's just hope to get it, not for free, but maybe for a lower price. But 45 euros, it's quite expensive for this. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget you're not here to be better, but to be the best. Pantoufleee over.